Today we're looking at the trailer for Project Gemini. Where does it fall on the leaderboards? And do I hear a Foley artist? Let's find out. Hello and welcome to Movie Trailer Rankings. We're on a journey to find out which trailers are best and why. So join us as we watch, review, and rank this week's trailers. Okay, let's get started.
What threatened us with catastrophe turned out to be our salvation. The new history of mankind begins here, in these very minutes.
The earth was sightless and empty, and the darkness over the abyss.
All right, hey, well, if this is your first time here, first of all, welcome. But if you don't know how we rank movie trailers, you want to learn more about that, we did make a video for you, and you can find a link to it here in the upper right-hand corner of the screen or in the description below. Definitely check it out. In order to rank this trailer, first we need to cover a few what we call critical non-factors. These are things that come with the movie that the trailer editor had no control over. So we don't want to let those things affect the score, but we need to recognize that they are part of the trailer experience. We're just going to try to identify some of those, set them aside, and move on. So the first is the sci-fi design, and this comes with every sci-fi movie. It's a question that you have to ask yourself whenever you see the production values, the art direction, the aesthetics. Is this a sci-fi movie that is interesting to look at? Do I like it? And they have some interesting things kind of going on in here that may be budget related, maybe not, maybe they're aesthetic choices. This, the walls covered in aluminum foil. This is kind of an old school fire extinguisher. This guy's got Apple earbuds. Like, how far in the future is this supposed to be? A nice hat there, buddy. This kind of thing. Anyway, so maybe this is something you like, maybe it's not. We're going to set that aside. That's out of the control of the trailer editor. It also has a feel. It looks a lot like the Alien movies, and so much so that the first time I saw this, I was starting to question about halfway through, does this fit in with is this like part of the Alien canon, or what's going on here? So maybe they're using that to their advantage, maybe not, but that is something that kind of comes with the movie, not the trailer. And then this one shot and some of the voiceover work, some of the dialogue that they show is, I'm going to refer to it as sort of conspicuous theology. This is a place where I think sometimes movies like these like to invoke theological principles, religion, maybe to bring some weight to the story, to some of the characters. I'm all for that. Sometimes, though, especially when you flash a shot like this in the middle of a sci-fi movie trailer, it starts to feel a little bit conspicuous, and so that always puts my antenna up. But we're going to set that aside. So that was a decision that the trailer editors did make. However, it is part of the movie too, so we're not going to hold that against them. All right, so let's move on to scoring. And this trailer is scoring very well. It's well executed on all fronts. This trailer creates a dynamic, atmospheric, kind of haunting setup for the film without giving away much of anything. It's almost all questions and very few answers. And as we've said before, that is a good thing. So the highest score here is actually on the narrative front, and it's for this reason. They managed to establish what's going on and who some of the characters might be without spending time on names or details, and we get enough of a sense that we don't need to know that stuff just yet. The real achievement here, though, I think, is in leaving us with the question of who or what is the real danger here. There's always a conflict. We're looking for that, but we're not quite sure what it is. Is it a monster? Is it one of the crew members? We don't know yet, though some of the monster noises and maybe this poster might give that away. But anyway, what's making all of this work is that they're following the number one rule for all visual mediums: show, don't tell. And it's working really well here. The music is great, but the use of audio in general is fantastic. Watch it again and listen for all the Foley sound art that you hear coming through, all of the beeps, clicks, and whatnot. They do a great job to pull you into the environment with the characters so that when they're threatened, you feel threatened. So that's really what that sound effects do. Again, really well done. My biggest complaint is probably, again, the use of the theological angle, as I mentioned, especially if the intent is for that to be a stand-in for maybe some fundamentalism. You can kind of feel some of that coming through in one of the characters that's speaking. Aside from that sort of on-the-nose shot of the Bible, I think they might put my fears to rest pretty easily simply by taking the theological angles seriously. So no straw man arguments here, please. But overall, we're going to give the trailer for the Project Gemini a score of 8.7 out of 10. Let's see where it falls on the leaderboards, where it ends up for this week and for the month or new. It's going to take the top spot, and it's going to take the number 2 spot for the year. So congratulations, guys. This is a really solid trailer. If you like what you've seen here and you want to see more content like this, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell button. It really helps out our channel. And we want to hear from you too. So what do you think? Did we get it right? Did we get it wrong? Leave us comments in the comments section below. That helps us as well. So that is going to do it for us today. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.